royal reporters in the UK talk about Meghan. But they have never talked to Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Alison P. Davis was granted the interview of a lifetime, which would be featured in the NY magazine's The Cut. This interview should have been career-defining work for this black female journalist. At this point, Archetypes dominated the US Spotify chart. Archetypes had knocked off Rogan from the #1 spot. Archetypes with Meghan's series had topped the Spotify US and UK charts, Canada, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, France, and India. Meghan is leading Spotify's expansion overseas, winning a global audience, which is a business goal of the podcasting platform. All Alison Davis needed to do was articulate this achievement and give context. The purpose of the interview was to shine a light on what Meghan had accomplished and communicate why it matters. How Archetypes adds value to communities of listeners and stakeholders. Everyone who follows podcasts knows that success is measured by audience numbers, number of subscribers and social media engagement, and number of 4- and 5-star reviews. One Archetypes episode had 19 million listeners. In just the first few weeks of Archetypes on Spotify, Duchess Meghan and her Archewell audio team had redefined the status quo, booking successful guests like Serena Williams talking ambition, Mariah Carey talking about achievement and gaining power as women of color. They were already shifting the culture and making history. Yet Alison Davis trivialized these accomplishments and never even mentioned them. Contrast this with new media podcast An Your Leisure interview with Steve Harvey. Despite being famous, Steve told An Your Leisure that their interview was the best in his decades-long career. An extraordinary achievement by a new media outlet which gave Steve Harvey access to new audience. For the first time, people saw Steve Harvey as a business mogul. Subsequently, Steve Harvey is now a sought-after speaker at business schools and law schools. Alison failed to highlight Meghan's work to a new audience. Black women are highest educated group in America, yet lowest paid in business or in Hollywood. The average union actor makes around $54,000 a year, while vast majority make less than $1,000 a year from acting work. Part of the reason is that journalists like Davis are unable to articulate the value that black women bring to the marketplace, leading to undervaluing the work of black women. The average black woman loses out on almost $1 million during her working career due to pay-wage gap. The New York story was intended to support Archetypes and focus on their projects and their work, not snarky sensationalist piece written by Alison P. Davis. Black women who rely on the black writers like Alison P. Davis to tell their story end up being paid the least, because of black journalists like Alison P. Davis's inability to articulate black women's value. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Give us a super thanks, super sticker and super chat. Also subscribe to the Duchess of Impact channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon, so you never miss any updates. Consider joining our channel membership by clicking join. Leave us a comment. Thanks for listening.